His name is Shakalik. Shakalik. And amongst all the members of his family, he's the poorest one of them all. He lives off of handouts that people give him when he's invited to their homes. He tells a joke, a short story, a tall tale. Sounds a little familiar? But Shakalik has not been invited to anybody's house for a very long time. And today, he's hungry. I mean, really hungry. He has to find something, anything to eat. So he goes out of his home and wanders to and fro all over town, and he ends up in one of the well-to-do neighborhoods. In front of him, a giant mansion. On the steps, all the way up to the door, porters and servants. Well, Shakalik goes up to one of the porters and asks, "Who does this mansion belong to?" And the porter answers that it's one of the Prime Minister's cousins. Ooh. Well, Shakalik tries to use the situation to ask for, just a crust of bread or a coin or two, but the porter answers that all he has to do is go inside, ask the master of the household for what he wants, and all his wishes will be fulfilled. So Shakalik takes his advice. He crosses the giant threshold, enters into the huge courtyard, goes through a great big garden in full bloom, and enters into the main hall. He is awed by what he sees. Gold, green, and blue tiles cover the walls, ceilings, and floor. In the middle of the room, a white alabaster fountain gurgled softly. On the floor, a giant Persian carpet in deep, rich colors. On the carpet, silk cushions embroidered in gold. And on one of the cushions is sitting an old man with a long beard and a welcoming smile. One of the servants disappears, but before he can even come back, the old man gestures to Shakalik to come closer. The old man simulates grabbing a wash basin and pouring water, and then rubs his hands as if water had been really poured. Well, Shakalik thinks that that's a bit strange, but as he's used to his own jokes, well, he imitates the old man's gestures to the letter. Then the old man asks the servants to hurry up and to bring them food. The servants run to and fro. They lay out a huge invisible tablecloth and cover it with dishes filled to the brim of invisible food. "Please sit in front of me," says the old man, "and share this meal with me." And the old man starts to pluck food out of thin air and move his lips and jaws as if he were really eating. Well, then the old man grabs another dish and brings it close to Shakalik. "Well, if you like that, then try this jejmashi, this roast chicken stuffed with rice and pine nuts and almonds and raisins and spices. Tell me, do you like it?" Its smell is incredible. Its taste most edible. It's stuffing out of this world. Every time he mentions a dish, saliva goes into Shakalik's mouth and drops down into his empty stomach. But the old man doesn't stop there. "My dear sir," says Shakalik, "I've been invited into your beautiful home and eaten your finest dishes and drunk the best wines. I I am your humble servant. But this servant has drunk so much of that wine that he's lost all control. Forgive him. Oh, forgive him. Your head is so much higher placed than his is. Forgive his madness. And with that, the old man begins to smile. And the smile turns into a laugh. And he laughs for a very long time. And finally he says, it's been a long while since I've found somebody of your wit, character, and patience. Huh? You're the only one that was able to play my game right to the very end. Not only do I forgive you, but I want us to eat a real meal together. Huh? You'll stay here and keep me company. You're a true companion, huh? And the old man claps his hands and orders his servants to serve them immediately, abundantly, and truly, leaving nothing out. And from that day on, Shakalik tells no more jokes at meal times.